If you want to show it off, put it under glass. It turns out that's not just true for art or photographs, but for the Christmas spirit as well. In fact, my first guest this morning created a lovely way to show off her Christmas decor. It's a statement centerpiece that really tells a story. We are smitten with this idea of holiday apothecary jars. Michelle Crowley loves building beautiful things, and she says these holiday apothecary jars have become sort of her favorite thing to do, one of her favorite traditions during the holiday season. It's great to meet you, Michelle.
Thank you.
These are lovely. What do you love about the idea of kind of assembling little vignettes or scenes under glass?
Do you know what? I created them for a dinner party one time because I needed centerpieces. I love apothecary jars. I collect them.
Yes.
They sparkle and they're pretty, and you can put all kinds of things
so
inside
versatile.
of them. And so that year, I just came up with the idea to put ornaments in them for centerpieces. And then it kind of grew from there, and I'm like, oh, well, I'm not gonna take these apart. They're so pretty, so then I put them on the shelves, and you know, and they're super, super easy.
So they went from center table to kind of bookshelf accent, but I bet any guest that walks through your home stops and stares and asks questions like, how did you do that? All the questions I'm about to ask. They look
How long did it take?
That was my first question, because they look a little involved.
They can be, but actually they're pretty fast. They're pretty easy. Once you've got a system, they go really fast.
And they look good from all angles. Was that intentional?
Yes, because again, for dinner party is when I first created them. So when you're at a dinner party, if you've got people, they're from all angles. So you want it to look good all the way around. You don't want anybody to feel like they're sitting at the back of the table.
Weird views, which works for a dinner party and also works well in a television studio. I'm used to, from this perspective, kind of seeing the mechanics and knowing the forward facing is the pretty side, but these are gorgeous from all angles. So you collect the jars, but one would need a beautiful glass jar. What's the base? What are you using for the snow?
Okay, so the base is twofold. So it is styrofoam.
Okay.
This is really important, and I didn't do this at first. This is kind of, I've learned as I've gone, trial and error. But the snow stuff, this is the snow stuff, and it's really light. So when you put heavy ornaments on it, then the ornament would just sink.
Oh, it's
down. It just, and then you couldn't see it, and so I was trying to lift it up.
And this is just the bulk snow, right?
Yeah, it's just the store stuff you get from the craft store.
Fun to play with.
Yeah, or Amazon. And so styrofoam balls that go in the bottom.
So you put that in and then put
which you can see here.
Oh, yeah.
I put it already in.
Oh, you cut it. So
I cut it. So I brought my little electric knife.
Let's
show you
look
how
at
to
you.
do that.
Yeah, let's do it. Will you show us?
Yes, I'll show you. So, and this is the way to go. I mean, you can use a regular knife, but
why when you have an electric knife?
Yeah, a regular knife will take you a long time.
Are we plugged in
We're
now that we're
plugged
ready to go?
Let's see.
That's okay.
It's got a safety on it.
See, that's satisfying, right?
It is. It's kind of like power tools.
Oh, totally.
I love power tools, even in the kitchen.
Now, will it still carve the turkey next Thanksgiving? We don't know. But
it will, but I have a separate one just like for my crafting. And you cut it kind of depending on how deep or the size.
And then snow goes on top of it.
Right, and then you're just trying to create a flat surface, and you cannot see the styrofoam.
No.
You can't tell that it's there.
It blends right in.
Right, so then it gives you a base for them. And do you want me to just show you how to put one together?
I would love to watch,
So I have my little pieces over here.
And probably fun to spread out on your table and gather all the trinkets.
And it could be the thing, deciding what to use. I think, like all Christmas stuff, people always say to me, well, what should I decorate with? Well, whatever you love.
Right.
And all of these that I created here were done with stuff that I just had. Now, I am a bit of a Christmas hoarder, so in all fairness,
we love hoarders.
Maybe
around
not
here.
everybody has this much Christmas stuff, but these are just ornaments and leftovers from past years.
Well, can I point out, I think I even saw, was one broken?
Yeah, this one's broken, but I love this one. We got it the first year we were married, so I don't want to get rid of it.
Oh, no.
But I'm not going to hang it on the tree because it's broken.
Well, I have some of my grandma's ornaments that are in the same condition, and I've held on to them all these years.
This is the perfect thing. The other thing that's really fun for these, I actually created one, I didn't bring it with me, is my daughter, I did one or several that have, the ornaments that they make for you in school?
Yes.
That doesn't really go with my like really beautiful tree.
You don't want to offend the third grader,
right.
but doesn't
so
work.
they're super cute. Like to put their ornaments, and it makes it feel even more special. They're like, oh, like it got a special like jar.
It was
got
framed.
Right. It's got its own spot. So
Yes.
that's a fun.
Are you adhering or fixing these in any way, or are they just free
yes,
floating?
I'm glad you brought that up because it was a problem that took me a while to figure out. And I
Okay.
finally figured out, and this is the only thing I've found that works.
What's this?
It's Gorilla clear tape, double-sided.
The heavy stuff.
Yep, it's the heavy-duty stuff. So you put that in the bottom and then put your foam on top of it.
Okay, got it.
And that's the only thing I've found. I've tried a lot of things.
And that
was the only
holds
thing
the
that worked.
foam. Do you use that for the Christmas objects too, or those,
No,
those
these
free float?
So the foam, that's the great thing about the foam too, is if you've got, like in this one, I'm not actually putting a pick in, but I'll demonstrate.
Yeah.
If I were putting a pick in, I'm just gonna put it in.
Oh, it suspends.
And it's gonna stay. So all of these ones that are created here
Look at this.
are just suspended.
So like the tree, the little bottle bush tree,
Yep, the
and
bottle
the frosted
tree.
eucalyptus, that's all poked into
It's
that
all
styrofoam
poked, and
base.
so it stays in space,
How
stays where it's
clever.
supposed to.
How clever.
And so, but with this one, I did this one because this is the simplest one. It doesn't
Yes.
have to poke. So I'm just gonna literally drop my ornaments in here.
I mean, on one hand, there's a can't go wrong. On the other hand, you've done this so artfully that it's just
But
mesmerizing
really,
to look
you
at.
can't go wrong. I
Well,
mean,
But you can go right.
you can go right.
And
go righter.
You've gone very righter.
You can go righter.
Yes.
But so literally, I'm just deciding, and then I usually have several things, and then decide what I'm going to use, and then put aside
And
what
then
I'm not.
edit from there.
But that was 2 seconds.
Look at that.
So I did 27 of these in 20 minutes.
Yeah. Can we walk
Back
over
in the
here?
day,
27
yes.
and 27 minutes. You've done some toppers, which I think is cute, the bows and the drippings.
Right.
Here it's actually coming out of the jar, which is cool.
Yes. So this, I used this pick. This was and I pulled it. Oh, I pulled it apart. So that you pull off the pieces, make it a little bit smaller. And then, but it was still coming out of the top. And you can put the top on. I have it here.
It still fits.
I have it displayed. I literally just leave the top on the counter in the kitchen.
As kind of a side
As kind of a
swag.
side.
The little
but
bird,
the
the
birdie,
cardinal.
but you couldn't see him as well. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I like it better without it on.
Look at this soft
'Cause I like 'em
thing
coming
with
out.
the glittery chapel and the silver bells. I mean, I could just dissect each and every one of these, the candy-inspired one. And I'm sure you walk down the Christmas aisle, or in this case, your Christmas storage bin.
Right.
And look at it with new eyes. Like, that would look so pretty.
So
under
pretty.
glass.
This one, it's one ornament. Just I love this ornament. I have them on my tree sometimes, but I was like, this is perfect in a jar.
Michelle,
So
this
it's
is
just
so
one.
fun. Holiday apothecary jars.
Super fast, super easy.
Can we see more of your work online?
Yes, I'm on Instagram.
Okay.
Michelle's Design Life.
Michelle's Design Live. Give her a
Yeah.
follow. We'll link you over from our website. And I am totally inspired to take this on. Kids would love this too.
Oh,
to
it's
get in on the
super fun.
design.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Thank
Merry
you.
Christmas.
Thanks for having me.